The batter again, Tia Shumway for the Gunnison Lady Red Devils. This is quarterfinal action here in the state tournament. Swing and a miss by Shumway, who will take the count to a full count, now 3-2. And she is the leadoff batter for the Red Devils. The winner of this will move on to semifinal action tomorrow. Strike three, Shumway is unable to convert. And number 21, the pitcher for the Gunnison Bulldogs, Sorensen, Sadie Sorensen, got behind early, but was able to come back and recover on that situation. One down for the Lady Red Devils. That'll bring up Kennedy Peterson, the designated player for the Red Devils, number 2 batter. First pitch is dribbled to the right side. It's going to go foul. Takes a big hop and goes foul, but it will be strike one on Peterson. Now, as the pitcher, Sorensen, has gotten back into her mojo and has been able to find the plate now. Again, started out slow with the first batter, but has been able to come back now and throw mostly strikes to the first batter and to this one now. Strike 2 is fouled back by number 8, Kennedy Peterson. It'll be an 0-2 count now for Kennedy Peterson from Grand County. Pitch comes to the plate and is fouled off again. She has fouled all 3 pitches to the right side. Just unable to get around. A little bit slow with the bat, unable to get around on Sorensen. Still 0-2 count. 1 down, first inning. Pitch comes to the plate now, and it's knocked to the shortstop. Brought by the shortstop to the first base. That'll be an out. That is Overly to Sorensen for the out. Excuse me, that is Stewart, the flex player. And that'll be 2 down now. As that one goes 6-1. Scoring at home, 6-1 for the second out. And it'll be 2 down now. And coming to the plate for Grand County is Caitlin Pfister. And she hits a high towering shot to left field. Left fielder coming in, a center fielder coming in, and a left fielder will take it. And that's Overly, excuse me, not Overly. That would be Minor in left field, and that is 3 away. And that will be it for the first half of the first inning for the Grand County Red Devils.
The management and employees of Robinson Transport in Salina are proud to sponsor this sports broadcast. Robinson Transport continues their efforts to help keep the local economy strong and supply the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. For the best in topsoil, gravel, construction equipment, and concrete work, see Robinson Transport, joining in the effort to make Sevier and Sanpete a great place to live. And remember, please drive safely. From Robinson Transport in Salina.
Back to work.
The Western Extra Bacon Thick Burger, only at Carl's Jr. See X-Men Days of Future Past in theaters May 23rd.
Leading off for
Welcome back once again to the state
4,
playoffs, quarterfinal action.
Peterson.
Gunnison is at the bat at the bottom of the first inning now. And leading off for Gunnison will be Bailey Peterson for Gunnison. Tough out. She's been on most of the time in this tournament. First pitch is going to be low, and that'll be ball 1 to Peterson. Pitching for Grand County is Bohannon of Grand County. 1-0 count. Second pitch comes, and it's going to be fouled back up in the air. No one's going to get to it. It'll finally hit the screen. So it will be 1-1, as that is strike one against Peterson, Bailey Peterson. A fine leadoff batter for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs. And 1-1 now the count. Again, the bottom of the first inning, the score 0-0 as Grand County went down in order in the top of the first inning. Pitch comes forward now, bunted forward. It's a kind of a check swing, and is going to fly out to the pitcher as she kind of tried a check swing there, and ended up with a fly to the pitcher for the first out, and it was kind of weak. That's the weakest swing I've seen that little girl have in the games that I've watched her play in this tournament. One down for Gunnison. Coming to the plate will be Lindsay Bartholomew.
Now batting number 3, Lindsay Bartholomew.
Wearing number 3, also plays second base. And Bohannon will now approach it. She comes to the plate with the pitch. It's going to be high, ball 1 for Bartholomew. 1-0. Bohannon approaches again. Pitch comes in. Inside, swing and a miss. And that'll be a 1-1 count now for Bartholomew. Good movement on the ball by Bohannon. Pitch comes forward now. It's down the middle. Looked like it's down the middle. A little bit slow call by the umpire. This style of calling makes it difficult sometimes to tell what they're going to call. He does call the strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bartholomew of Gunnison. Swing and a miss by Bartholomew. That's the first strikeout for Bohannon. And that'll be 2 outs now for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs. Next batter to the plate, number 3 batter, Alyssa Morgan. She is the catcher for Gunnison.
Number 24,
number
Alyssa
24
Morgan
is her number. And she will see what she can do now against Bohannon. Pitch to the plate. Ooh, check swing again, but it's going to be a strike as she did go through the zone with the bat. And you could tell it at the last moment she did not want to swing that bat as the pitch was high. But that's an 0-1 count now. Again, 0-0, 2 down in the bottom of the first. Bohannon flings to the plate, swing and a miss again by Morgan. 0-2 count now. And Bohannon must have good movement on the pitches because the Gunnison, a very good hitting softball team, is struggling to find the ball. Pitch again from Bohannon. This time it's going to be up the middle. Attempt to get it by the second baseman, no good. And on base with the first hit of the ball game is Alyssa Morgan. And she will be on with a single. First hit of the game. That will bring up the cleanup hitter, which is the pitcher, Sadie Sorensen, who's done a fine job of pitching so far in this tournament. Sadie Sorensen, now the cleanup hitter, number 21. Bohannon once again with the ball and brings it to the plate. Ooh, a little high. Ball 1 to Sorensen. You don't want to give her anything too good or she'll lose the ball over the fence. A good hitter with great power. Pitch is in the dirt, and they're going to return the ball to the pitcher. It looked like they were going to have maybe a bit of an opportunity at first base to get the runner there in Morgan, but nothing doing as they'll play it safe at this point in time. 1-1 the count. Pitch is high, and it'll be a 2-1 count to Sadie Sorensen. Sadie Sorensen now brings the ball to the plate, and they're going to say it's low, and I've missed a pitch because they're going to call that a walk to Sorensen, and that might not be all bad as with her power, you may not want to give her a chance to swing that bat. It'll bring up the number 5 hitter now. Number 5 hitter is
number 9, Kennedy Overly.
And Kennedy Overly, the number 5 batter, I believe they're going to put a runner in for the pitcher, and that's number 23 will be running for the pitcher. That will be the designated runner we'll run each time for, and that is Josie Grajek will be running. So two on, first and second occupied, and up to bat, and a swing and a miss by Overly. She is now batting with 2 down in the bottom of the first inning. as Gunnison now with a runner in scoring position. That's the first of the game for either team. 0-1 on Overly. Swing and a miss by Overly, and it goes down 0-2 now with Morgan on first and Morgan on second, and Grayjack running for Sorensen on second. And it's an 0-2 count now, 2 away, bottom of the first. Bohannon again to deliver the ball to the plate. Showed some real courage there not to take a swing at that one. Overly did, but they're going to be ruled a little bit high and outside. It'll be a 1-2 count now for Overly. Runners in scoring position at second base. Swing and a miss by Overly, and that will retire the side. She will go down on a strikeout, third out of the inning. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and 1 hit. We'll go back to studio.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Food Town in Fillmore. Dwayne's Food Town prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available, and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Food Town, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
The management and employees of Robinson.
Welcome back to the baseball game between the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Red Devils. Top of the second inning now with grand batting. Coming to the plate is number 18, Kelsey Backus. And first pitch from Sorensen is a strike, a swing and a miss by Bacchus. And that'll put her in the hole 0-1 to start this second inning. Again, no runs scored, 0-0. Second pitch is a strike on the outside corner by Sorensen. Nice pitch out there. And it'll be an 0-2 hole for Bacchus. And Bacchus is the right fielder for Grand County. Ball hit to third base, up with it, big throw to first base. And that'll be caught by the first baseman for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs, and that's MacArthur, Riley MacArthur. Coming up with it at third base was Whitney Hansen. Nice play. That will be 5-3 for the first out. And it'll bring to the plate Kaylee Haycock for the the Grand County Red Devils. Kaylee Haycock. She is the shortstop. Number 5 is her number. First pitch is a swing and a strike for Gunnison Bulldogs for Sorensen. Second pitch looked good, and again it is called a strike, and it'll be a called strike on Haycock. She again in the hole 0-2, and next pitch is swung and popped up to second base. And it is caught. Settling under that at second base is number 4, Lindsay Bartholomew for the second out. So that would be an F4 for the second out. And it will bring to the plate for Grand County, Michelle Lopez, the first baseman, number 15.
For Grand County, number 15, Michelle Lopez.
Gunnison so far, Grand County has not had a base runner so far. First pitch there by Sorensen is a swinging strike by Lopez. 0-1 the count. Again, Grand County without a runner at this point of the game. Another pop up high in the air coming down to Bartholomew at second base, and she catches it. Another F4. That's it. That's 3 outs in the inning. And Sorensen and the Bulldogs set him down in order 2 innings in a row. And it will come back for the bottom of the second inning in just a moment.
The management and employees of Robinson Transport in Salina are proud to sponsor this sports broadcast. Robinson Transport continues their efforts to help keep the local economy strong and supply the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. For the best in topsoil, gravel, construction equipment, and concrete work, see Robinson Transport, joining in the effort to make Sevier and Sanpete a great place to live. And remember, please drive safely. From Robinson Transport in Salina.
Back to work.
The Western Extra Bacon Thick Burger, only at Carl's Jr. See X-Men Days of Future Past in theaters May 23rd.
Starting the bottom half of the second inning for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs will be Riley MacArthur, the first baseman. She's going to do a little, it was a swing, but it was a kind of a soft pop to the pitcher, and it'll be an F1 if you're scoring at home for the first out, and a one pitch by Bohannon, 1 out. That's good production if you're in the pitcher and trying to save pitches and energy. 1 down in the the bottom of the second inning. Gunnison has had 2 runners on base. They got one on first and second last inning with a hit and a walk, and Grand County yet to have a base runner. First pitch comes to number 6, and number 6 is Whitney Hansen, the third baseman for the Gunnison Bulldogs. Called strike on the outside corner. Second pitch is a swing and a miss over the head of the shortstop. She's trying to get back to it. That's going to drop in. A little bloop single we used to call Texas Leaguer by Whitney Hansen, but whatever you call it, it's still good for a base hit. The second hit of the game for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs. With 1 down, that puts her on first base, and it will bring Camry Christensen, the designated player, to the plate. I'm wrong on that. This is Jerusha Minor, number 13.
Number 13,
The
Jerusha
center
Minor.
fielder, the left fielder will come up. Jerusha Minor. First pitch seemed to be a little low, and that's what the umpire is going to call. That'll be ball 1 on Minor. Again, Rebo Hanen is the pitcher for the Grand County Red Devils. 1-0 the count. Runner on first again is Hansen. Pitch is inside, about off the fist there. She does swing and fouls it off, Minor, and that'll be a 1-1 count. And she about took that one right on the shoulder. About had to swing to defend herself on that play. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the second inning, 0-0 the score. Swing and a miss by Minor. That'll put her in the hole 1-2. Again, at first base is Whitney Hansen after her single just over the shortstop in the left field. 1 down. Pitch to the plate. Hit hard. Fielded nicely by the coach. His hand will hurt. He won't let anybody see it right now, but his hands will hurt later. Jerusha Minor, again the batter, with Whitney Hansen on first base. 1-2 the count. Ball outside and low. That will be 2-2 the count now. Two and two the count. Fouled again off the right side. And that'll leave the count. It will remain at 2-2. And she's battling hard against this good pitcher, Bohannon. Hanging in there, fouling off pitches till you get what you want. Bohannon sets, brings the pitch to the plate. Again, fouled off the right-hand side. Foul this time, but was picked by the first baseman. Able to get a glove on that one. So that will be an F3 as the first placeman, and that would be Michelle Lopez catches that one for the second out of the inning. That will be an F3 for the second out, and it will bring now Camry Christensen to the plate, the designated player for the Gunnison Bulldogs. Check swing He's going to ask for help from the umpire out in the field, and he says she did go around.
Number 2, Kemry Christensen.
That will be a strike against Christensen. Second pitch popped in the air. Catcher's got a chance for it, and she does make the play. Fine play by the catcher for the Gunnison Bulldogs. And that would be Caitlin Pfister with a nice diving, rolling catch to retire the side, so that'll be an F2 and third out of the inning, and that's it for this inning for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Food Town in Fillmore. Dwayne's Food Town prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available, and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Food Town, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork, Utah. Again, we bring you the game between the Gunnison Bulldogs and the Grand Red Devils. Top of the third inning now. Grand at bat. Score is 0-0. Grand County Red Devils yet to be able to put a player on the bases, as they've been retired in order by this good Gunnison Bulldog team. At the plate right now, Lexi Pierce, the second baseman for the Grand County Red Devils. First pitch was a foul ball. Second pitch is a swing and a miss. 0-2 count for number 9, Pierce. So that will, big hole for 0-2 right now. Sorensen in quite a groove for pitching for Gunnison. Has not had anybody reach base so far. Again, this is quarterfinal action. And other games going on. Manti Emery. Ball fouled away by Pierce. Manti Emery is 2-0 for the Manti right now. You also have Enterprise playing South Sevier, and also San Juan against South Summit. So these are the quarterfinal games, the undefeated teams playing against one another. Again, in this game, 0-0, top of the third. Oh, nice movement on the ball as Sorensen throws it right by Lexi Pierce for a strikeout. That's the second strikeout registered by the pitcher. Second of the game. She struck out 2 now. And again, no one has reached base for the Grand County Red Devils to this point.
Batting number 2, Maddie Jones.
At the plate will be number 2, the third baseman, Maddie Jones, for the Grand County Red Devils. Another swing and a miss as Sorensen is just blowing the ball right by these Grand County batters. There's good movement on it. We're directly behind it, and you can see movement on the pitch as she brings it to the plate. You can't see the up and down, but she has good side-to-side motion. Attempted bunt by Jones is popped up in the air, hits the backstop, and will come down. So it will be an 0-2 count now for Maddie Jones, the third baseman for Grand County. Gunnison has an interesting signal system from the sideline. The pitcher has a plate on her forearm. Watching the last game, the coach will give 2 or 3 different signals, and I guess it's a combination on that on her arm to know what pitch she's supposed to throw based on the combination of signals that the coach is giving to her. So you see him looking into the dugout quite a bit to get that signal. The last pitch was a swing and a foul ball by Pierce, and she'll remain with an 0-2 count now. Sorensen looks at the signal on the wristband. Brings the pitch. It's a changeup. Oh, just got a piece of it. Went off the the headgear of the catcher for Gunnison. Nice changeup, though. Had the batter pretty well fooled on that one. Count will remain 0-2. If you're from Grand County, though, you have to look at this as a good outing by the batter as she continues to battle, fouling off pitches, hanging in tough, and trying to get something good to happen here. Another foul ball to the right-hand side off the screen. As again, she battles hard and hangs in there for another pitch. In other scores right now, it's 2-2 between Enterprise and South Sevier, and 2-0 for Manti over Emory early in the games. Pitch is hit on the ground to third base, picked up, throw across the diamond. So that will be a ground out from number 5 Hanson to number 3, the position 3 MacArthur, Riley MacArthur. So it would be a 5-3 for the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 12, Elena Geyser.
Bringing to the plate now, Elena Geyser. It would be the center fielder will be coming to the plate. Kind of squares around a bunt a little bit and then pulls it back. It's high, ball 1 for Geyser. Again, Grand County still waiting, trying to get a runner on. Have not had a runner on base yet. This time she does bunt it. It comes strictly back. And we'll come back to the screen. It'll be a 1-1 count now for Geyser as she's attempting to bunt to get on because nobody can make contact with the pitches that Sorensen's bringing to the plate. She's been that dominant so far, but they're trying to attempt to bunt to get on. So it's a 1-1 count now to Geyser. Pitch is a little high. It'll go 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. 2-1 to Geyser. And again, so far you'd consider it a perfect game as no runners have reached base for the Grand County Red Devils. The hit into the right field side is going to go out across the fence, out of bounds, foul. And it'll be a second strike. It'll be a 2-2 count now on Elena Geyser. 2-2, 2 outs, top of the third, 0-0. Sorensen taking signals from the sideline. Reads the wristband, approaches the rubber. Pitch is going to be high, full count now. Full count on Geyser. I believe that's the first full count, first batter that's gone that deep against Sorensen. No one else has gone that far. So Sorensen now with the first full count against Geyser. Pitch is going to be a pop fly out shortstop. Second base and shortstop come together. Second, I believe, takes it. As that's dangerous. Needs to be a little more communication there. But it'll be an F to number 4. F4 for the third out of the inning. And that pop fly was caught by Lindsey Bartholomew. That'll be it for the top of the third inning. Gunnison's coming up in the bottom of the third. Score 0-0. Let's go back to studio.
The management and employees of Robinson Transport in Salina are proud to sponsor this sports broadcast. Robinson Transport continues their efforts to help keep the local economy strong and supply the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. For the best in topsoil, gravel, construction equipment, and concrete work, see Robinson Transport, joining in the effort to make Sevier and Sanpete a great place to live. And remember, please drive safely. From Robinson Transport in Salina.
Back to work.
The Western Extra Bacon Thick Burger, only at Carl's Jr. See X-Men Days of Future Past in theaters May 25th.
Now batting for
Welcome back.
Gunnison,
We'll go
number
back to the
4,
top of the order now
Brady
for the
Peterson.
Gunnison Lady Bulldogs. It'll be number 4,
Miller
Brady
County
Peterson,
resident.
the leadoff batter. Again, she had a soft line drive to the pitcher her last time up. First pitch from Bohannon is low. It'll be ball 1 to Peterson. And again, Peterson has had a great day hitting, a good hitter. Does a great job leading off for this Gunnison Bulldog team. Pitch number 2 coming from Bohannon. It's going to be hit and bounced over the third baseman between third and shortstop. And again, she will be on, and she's tough. And again, once she gets on, she likes to steal. She's tough to get out once she gets on there. So Bailey Peterson comes up with a hit now, and she'll be on first base. A great leadoff hitter for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs. It'll bring up Lindsay Bartholomew, the second baseman for Gunnison. And watch for Peterson trying to steal here. She has extremely good speed and good anticipation. And she does take off. It is a bunt, however. They're going to say it's a foul ball since it goes over to the dugout. Usually that's considered foul. So strike 1 against Bartholomew. And she fouls that one off. And it looked like to me that Peterson would have had second base whether she touched it or not. Very quick on the base. So Bartholomew again, 0-1. Bohannon bring the ball to the plate. Ball is popped up as Peterson was on her way once again. Ball popped up and out of play back behind the stands. It'll be 0-2 to Bartholomew. And the cheering you hear is in the San Juan South Summit game as San Juan finally scores a point in that game. Bartholomew at the plate. They kind of make a pitch out. Good call. And the shortstop catches the ball. They're going to call interference on the shortstop, I believe. So Peterson runs into the shortstop catching the ball and stops dead. But I believe they're going to give her second base on an interference call, an obstruction call. But she is still down. I believe she had the wind knocked out of her. It was a pretty good collision right there at second base. They would have had her. That was a good throw and a good throw by the catcher. And she would have been out. But because she contacted the runner before she had the ball, that's an obstruction call. She's still down. Coaches are attending to her. Again, San Juan South Summit, 1-0 for San Juan. They're still batting in the fourth inning. And the Enterprise and South Sevier game, 3-2 now, I believe, for Enterprise. Still 2-1 for Manti over Emory. Peterson is up now. And I believe it was just the wind knocked out of her. That's a pretty good collision. She is up, moving around a little bit. Coach is trying to check her eyes, and I think as long as they aren't going counterclockwise in different directions, I think they probably figure she's all right. If they are going opposite of each other in wide circles, they'll have to pull her out. Still talking to her. I'm sure she'll say what she's wiping out of her eyes is sweat. Have her run out to right field, make sure she can run. Is this far enough, Coach? I think I'm coming back. This would affect Gunnison badly if they had to pull Peterson out because she is such a force when she gets on base. She causes a lot of trouble with her speed and quickness on base. And it makes catchers and pitchers worry a lot more about her. They continue to check the head. I didn't think the head was an area of concern. She, of course, is saying she's fine. The coaches are concerned about whether they do the right thing or not. Coach is going to have to talk to the umpire. We don't have mics down there, so we don't know what all for sure is being said. The home plate umpire is talking to Gunnison, the Grand County coach. The base umpire who made the call is talking to the Gunnison coaches. Have to ask the cameraman. He's got his earplugs in. Maybe he can hear what they're saying. You got magnified hearing on that thing? Yeah, that's a bad deal. He says he can only hear me. That's not good. So is she out? They're taking her off the base paths now. I thought he called it obstruction, but now are they taking her out of the game? They must have called her out then. He gave the obstruction, so she has to go back to first. Not sure I understand that call. They did call an obstruction, so she was not out on the throw. Now the catcher's asking her coach, what the heck's going on? How come she's back over there? Bartholomew's still at the plate. So I'm not sure what all happened right there. Pitch is outside. They try to throw back against Peterson at first base. She dives back in safe. It'll be a ball call against Bartholomew. So that will be a 2-2 count now, as we're still a little mystified about what exactly was called there. But as a result, it's 2-2 to the batter, Bartholomew. Still have Peterson at first base, nobody out. There's a rip down the third base line. Bartholomew off the leg of the third baseman. She's limping, but she went and got the ball. But what a rip off her leg as Bartholomew. And number 2, the third baseman for Grand County, took a shot right on the old leg there.
Now hitting
and
for
she'll have to have
Gunnison,
some time to walk it off a
number
little
24, Alyssa Morgan.
Now, if she walks around for a while a little bit upset, now they're going to make him go back and do it over again. I don't know. What a shot, though, by Bartholomew. She really got a hold of that one. That will be considered, I'm giving a hit on that one. That was too hard to handle. I'm not giving an error on that one. That's a base hit, moving Peterson to second base. That will put 2 runners on, first and second. Now, again, we're running in a scoring position. And any hit will be a chance for Peterson with her speed to score from second base. And number 3 batter is up now. That's Morgan, Alyssa Morgan, with a great chance now to put Gunnison on the scoreboard here. Nobody out, bottom of 3. Great opportunity for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs right here. First time up, Alyssa Morgan got a base hit, but was not able to score. She did get to second base the first time up, but was unable to score. Now she has a chance to score that runner from second. Squares the bunt. The punt comes down infield. They're going to say it's fair. They try to go to third base against Peterson. The ball gets loose, and Peterson's going to come in to score on an error at third base. So again, the play did not go to first base. They attempted to throw behind Peterson at third, and when they threw behind her, there was an error on the throw from the pitcher to third base. So they score a run, and it moves Bartholomew all the way to third base now, and Morgan, Alyssa Morgan, on the fielder's choice, will end up at second base. And it will bring to bat Sorensen, the big pitcher, number 21. Sorensen with an opportunity to add more runs. First pitch is high. Sorensen swings at it. It'll be a swing and a miss.
Sorensen.
But again, Gunnison on the scoreboard with 1 run in the bottom of the third to go ahead 1-0, first run of the game. And again, Grand County still without a base runner so far in the game. Second pitch again is high. Sorensen takes another one. I think she's got stars in her eyes trying to get one out of the field, out of the ballpark, but she's down in the count now 0-2. And nobody out. Third inning, bottom of the third, nobody out. Pitch is low and in the dirt, fielded nicely by the catcher. That'll be ball 1. 1-2 the count. And Bohannon will bring it now to the plate. 1-2 the count. Pitch is a little high, popped up by Sorensen, caught by the shortstop for Grand County for the first out to register the first out of the inning. F6 on that one if you're scoring it. First out of the inning. Leaves the runners at second and third in the person of Bartholomew and Morgan. Bringing to the plate,
number 9, Kennedy Overly.
Kennedy Overly. Number 5 hitter, also the shortstop. Swing and a miss by Overly. And that'll be strike 1. Little excitement in the background as Emery hits a home run to tie the game with Manti 2-2. Pitch comes to the plate, fouled away by Overly. Back against the screen. 2-strike count now, 0-2. It's the way these games should be. These quarterfinal games match 8 good teams against each other. They should be tight. Fake the bunts, bring it back, swing away, foul ball, Overly. Remains 0-2 the count. Bohannon, the pitcher for Grand County, will bring the ball to the plate. Popped up, and it's going to be out of play, and people better look out. Woo. Tree saved a few people there. Foul ball out of play. It remains 0-2 the count to Overly. Bohannon coaching. Ball is outside to Overly. It'll make the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 down in the bottom of the third. 1 run across. Runners at second and third for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs. Pitch is going to be low. Ball 2 for Overly. 2-2 the count. You always cringe a little bit when the ball comes that far in the middle of the plate, whether it's up or down, and a batter lets it go. Pitch once again, it's a little pop fly lifted into right field. It's going to be caught out there, but it may be deep enough to score a run. Coming to the plate in case is the runner Bartholomew is able to get to the plate. And getting back in at third base is Morgan as they tried to throw behind her, but a sacrifice fly by Overly. The sacrifice fly will score Bartholomew, making the score 2-0 for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs. And it also moves Sorensen now, not Sorensen, but Morgan to third base and brings to the plate number 16, Riley MacArthur. MacArthur went down in the first inning on a soft line fly, pop fly soft to the pitcher. Her first pitch in this inning is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Second pitch is popped up, looks like the shortstop settling under it, and it's going to come down to the shortstop. And that'll be it for the end of the third inning. And it will be Gunnison on top, 2-0. And then we'll come back to the top of the fourth.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
The management and employees of Robinson Transport in Salina are proud to sponsor this sports broadcast. Robinson Transport continues their efforts to help keep the local economy strong and supply the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. For the best in topsoil, gravel, construction equipment, and concrete work, see Robinson Transport, joining in the effort to make Sevier and Sanpete a great place to live. And remember, please drive safely. From Robinson Transport in Salina.
And now we go to the top of the fourth inning here at the quarterfinal softball game between Gunnison and Grand County. We'll go back to the top of the order in the top of the fourth for the the Grand County Red Devils. First pitch to Tia Shumway is a ball high from Sorensen. Again, Grand County yet to have a base runner in this softball game. Gunnison has shut them down in order. 9 batters, 9 outs. Tia Shumway's second chance to come to the plate. First time up, she struck out. Right now, she is ahead, a 2-0 count. Make that a 3-0 count as Sorensen struggling just a little bit now to find the plate. 3-0 to Tia Shumway, the leadoff batter for the Grand County Red Devils. Excuse me. The next pitch is going to be a strike. Strike one. 3-1 count now against Tia Shumway. This generally a hitter's pitch coming up now, a 3-1 count. The pitcher obviously doesn't want to walk them. Generally considered a hitter's pitch here. Pitch comes in, and it's too fast for her to handle. Nice movement on the ball. It'll bring the count full now. 3-2, full count to Shumway as Sorensen battles back from a 3-0 count. Next pitch comes, and it's a swing and a miss, so she battles back from a 3-0 count to a strikeout, the second strikeout for Tia Shumway in this game. Both times up, both times struck out. It's the third strikeout, I believe, for Sorensen in the game. 3 strikeouts thus far in the game. Perfect game continues for Shumway. Excuse me, for Sorensen. Batter, second batter comes up, Katie Peterson. And first pitch is dribbled to shortstop. Up with it, throw across the diamond. And once again, you go from Overly to MacArthur for the out, 6-3. And that is the second out of the inning. And that pitching experience there, much more efficient with one pitch, one out, as opposed to the previous batter having to go deep in the count. 2 down now, top of 4, 2-0 for Gunnison. Pitch to the plate. Inside, a little bit too far inside. It'll be called a ball here. Little cheering going on as in the Manti side of things. The Manti hits a 2-run home run to go ahead 4-2 now. Pitch from Sorensen to Pfister is a strike, swinging strike. 1-1 the count. Next pitch. Break to the inside. She fouls it off to the left-hand side into the dugout. It'll be a 1-2 count now to Pfister. Caitlin Pfister, the catcher for for Grand County. Too many G's involved here. Grand County. 1-2. High fly ball, shortstop going back on it, back, calls for it and does catch it, and that'll be it for the top half of the 4th inning. F6 for the 3rd out, and the perfect game continues for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs as they have held Grand County without a runner through 4 innings. And we'll now go to the bottom of the 4th when we return.
Back to work.
The Western Extra Bacon Thick Burger, only at Carl's Jr. See X-Men Days of Future Past in theaters May 25th.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Foodtown in Fillmore. Dwayne's Foodtown prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available, and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Foodtown, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
What do we got, an 0-2 count here? Welcome back. Sorry for a little bit of a delay there. The batter for Gunnison. Whoa, makes a rip down the line. The first 2 pitches were strikes to, excuse me, that's Hansen, Whitney Hansen. This last one was ripped down the line, probably long enough for a home run, but it was foul. So it's an 0-2 count on Hansen as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning now. Whoa, check swing, ball gets away from the catcher, then she has to dance with the umpire to try and get the ball. As a result, it's a strikeout, but Hansen's on first base. So strikeout, and I'm not sure how you rule it, but it's a K and a stolen first base, I guess. That'll put Hansen at first, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th, 2-0 lead for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs. Brings to the plate Jerusha Minor.
Now batting number 13, Jerusha Minor.
The left fielder, Jerusha Minor. Squares the bunt, puts it down, but it's going to be foul. It'll come back to the backstop. Foul ball for Jerusha Minor. Trying to move that runner across, get Hansen over to second base. And, she'll come back to the plate, get her bat back, take signals from the coach, step back into the box. Bohannon comes to the plate with the pitch. Fouled away, fouled back. It'll be a second strike against Minor. 0-2 count now as she digs into a hole. Pitch is going to be outside. Are they going to call that a strike? And that'll strike her out on a called 3rd strike to Minor. So 2 strikeouts in the inning. However, there is a runner at first place on the passed ball on the strikeout. So 1 out in the inning. That'll bring Camry Christensen, the designated player,
2, Camry
to the plate.
Christensen.
High pitch, but she swings through it. Strike 1 against Christensen. Second pitch to Christensen now from Bohannon. Bunt laid down the third base line. They let it go foul. Probably a smart play in that situation to let that thing run foul because the chances of getting the runner at first base or at second were minimal. So nice play by the third baseman for Grand County, Maddie Jones. The only thing you worry about now is if she comes back and makes a better play, the batter does, and then you wish you'd picked it up. Still a runner at first in Hansen. Swing and a miss by the batter Christensen for the 3rd strikeout of the inning. However, only 2 outs registered. That'll bring the top of the order back, and that's the problem with that dropped ball on strike 3 is now you've got the top of the order and Peterson back at the plate, who's been a tremendous hitter and caused all sorts of trouble for the teams that they've played against today. First pitch is going to be ruled a strike by Bohannon.
Now batting number 4, Braley Peterson.
Peterson, a weak fly to the pitcher the first time up and then got a hit and scored, eventually scored in the inning in her last at-bat, but she did get a hit. Swing and a foul back to the plate, to the backstop. Strike 2, 0-2 now to Peterson. 2 down in the inning. Again, 2-0 for Gunnison. Pitch from Bohannon outside. Ball gets away. The runner's going to go to second base. And again, the problem with that now is a hit by Peterson will score another run. So it's a passed ball, and the runner gets to second base. That runner is Hansen. And Peterson now with the bat and a runner in scoring position. 0-2 count, 1-2 count now to Peterson. Good hitter. Ball is going to be high. Ball 2, 2-2 the count. Deuce is wild. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Whoa, a high towering fly into left field, although it's not going to be far enough to get out. It will be caught, and Peterson will go deep, but she will be out F7, 3rd out of the inning. And so Grand County kind of dodges a bullet there and gets out of that inning. At the end of, bottom of the 4th now, that is the bottom of the 4th. And after 4 complete, it's 2-0 for Gunnison. We'll go back
Kern
to
River
studio.
Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
The management and employees of Robinson Transport in Salina are proud to sponsor this sports broadcast. Robinson Transport continues their efforts to help keep the local economy strong and supply the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. For the best in topsoil, gravel, construction equipment, and concrete work, see Robinson Transport, joining in the effort to make Sevier and Sanpete a great place to live. And remember, please drive safely. From Robinson Transport in Salina.
Top of the fifth inning here now. Grand County comes to bat. Number 18, Kelsey Bacchus, the right fielder, up to bat. First pitch from Sorensen is a called strike against Bacchus. And again, the beauty of this is not just a 2-0 lead for Gunnison Bulldogs, but a perfect game thus far. No walks, no hits, no base runners for the Grand County Red Devils to this point. Hit down the line, but it's going to be foul as Bacchus gets around on that one and sends it down the line, foul ball. 0-2 the count now to Bacchus, the number 4 hitter for Grand County. Kelsey Bacchus, number 4 hitter. 0-2. Sorensen's thrown a fine game. That pitch is going to be high and deep. Left fielder's going back behind the tree and does make the call. Makes the play out there. It's an F number 7. For the first out of the 5th inning. And the perfect game continues. I can talk about it up here. In the dugout, I'm sure they're not talking about it because that's a bad jinx, but up here we can talk about it. Perfect game for her through 5 1/3.
Number 5, Kylie Haycock.
4 1/3. To the plate now will come Kaylee Haycock, number 5, the shortstop. First pitch is a ball call. Low and inside to Haycock. Second pitch to the plate. Inside. Ball 2. And if I remember looking through the thing, this young pitcher's only been to a full count twice in the game. Other than that, she's generally been ahead of these batters. So it's a 2-0 count here. Foul ball back, 2-1. Comes back to the screen. It'll be a 2-1 count now. Yeah, she's able to bring that one down, and she does have good movement on the ball as we stand here and watch this. Again, we can't tell the up and the down, but side-to-side movement. She throws several different types of pitches and has good movement on the ball along with some good speed and a nice changeup. 1-2. Ball is hit directly to center field. Center fielder coming in on it and makes the catch, so that's an F8. Second out of the inning. And brings to the plate Michelle Lopez, number 15, the first baseman for Grand County. And again, Grand County without a base runner to this point.
Now batting for the Red Devils, number 15, Michelle Lopez.
Ball is fouled away. First pitch fouled back against the screen. Strike 1 against Lopez. Takes her signal from the coach. Again, as I mentioned, that signaling system from the coaches, series of numbers given out. It's a code on a wristband that she has. Pitch comes to the plate, a little bit inside, looks like. Woo, catcher was looking for a strike call there. She thought it was there. Umpire said no. It's a 1-1 count now to Lopez, the first baseman for Grand County. 1-1 the count. Again, we are in the top of the fifth inning, 2-0 for Gunnison. Pitch is hit sharply to right field, but I believe it's going to go foul, and it does. So they continue the quest to try and break up this perfect game that Sorensen's got going. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, 1-2 count. 1-2 count to Michelle Lopez, the batter for Grand County. Ooh, that one got a little away from her. Got a little high there to even the count at 2-2 now, and with 2 out. 2-2 with 2 out. Top of the fifth. Sorensen brings it. Changeup hit sharply again to the foul. To the right-hand side. Remains in the count, 2-2. And there's that nice changeup that she shows, and Lopez able to kind of almost swing, break back, and then swing through it, but late enough that it went foul. Sorensen's been able to keep these batters off balance all game long. 2-2 the count. Hit down the line again. Foul ball, just barely. She got closer that time. About got her an umpire. That would have been extra points. My cameraman says he would have given 10 points if she'd have hit the umpire, so. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Bit of a change-up, fouled away by Lopez as she hangs in there. Just got a small piece of that one. And as she remains alive, stays back 2-2 the count with 2 outs in the top of the fifth inning. Sorensen brings it. Hit sharply to third. That's the first base hit for the the Grand County Lady Devils. And she does get a hit there. She hung in there tight. She kept battling and finally got the ball past the third baseman. First hit of the game, first base runner for Grand County. And they showed a little excitement in that. It'll bring Lexi Pierce.
Number 9, Lexi Pierce.
The second baseman, number 9. And thus far, she has struck out in her one time to the plate. Ball is popped up. The catcher settles underneath it, and that's the out. So they do get a base runner. They break up the perfect game, but they do not get any runs. She only gets to first base, and that'll be the end of the top of the fifth inning. And it remains 2-0 for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs. Let's go back to studio.
Back to work.
The Western Extra Bacon Thick Burger, only at Carl's Jr. See X-Men Days of Future Past in theaters May 25th.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Food Town in Fillmore. Dwayne's Food Town prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available, and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Food Town, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
Welcome back to the bottom of the fifth inning now. To the plate will come number 3, Lindsay Bartholomew, the number 2 batter and the second baseman for Gunnison. She has struck out, and she's also gotten a hit and scored as one of the 2 runs for Gunnison. Third time at bat. First pitch is a ball. Outside and high, ball 1. Again, Grand County able to break up the perfect game by getting a hit last inning, break up the perfect game and the no-hitter, but it was to no avail as they merely had a base runner. Nothing else happened. Bartholomew fouls one off that comes right back on the top of the announcer stand here with a thud. It's a 1-1 count to her. Again, she has a strikeout and a hit in the game. Ball high, 2 balls, 1 strike for Lindsay Bartholomew. Ball. So that will begin to count 2-1. Bohannon still pitching. Ball hit by Bartholomew. Fumbled by the third baseman. Bartholomew's going to be on. Error on the third baseman. Also a throwing error will allow Bartholomew to get to second base. So 2 errors on that play. Unfortunate for the Gunnison Grand County Red Devils. Both of the errors go against the third baseman and enabling Lindsay Bartholomew to get to second base. And that will bring to the plate number 24, Alyssa Morgan, the number 3 hitter for Gunnison. Runner in scoring position.
Morgan.
First pitch, swing and a miss by Morgan. Strike 1. And Morgan has gotten 1 hit. She's got 2 hits in the game. 2 hits in the ball game. She has an 0-1 count now. Bohannon with the pitch. Ball knocked into right field. Looks like the right fielder's going to settle under it. Tagged by Bartholomew. She does not go, and probably wisely so. Great throw by the right fielder, Kelsey Bacchus, making the catch, and a nice throw all the way to third base. And Bartholomew holds up. So that's the first out of the inning. And it will bring to the plate Sorensen. Sadie Sorensen, the big pitcher now.
Sadie Sorensen.
And she has not been able to reach base thus far, but she's thrown a mighty fine game. I imagine they're glad that they're fine with her not hitting as long as she pitches the way she does. She did reach on a walk in the first inning, but flew out to the shortstop in the fourth. Ball 2 count now, as that's two straight pitches missing the plate by Bohannon. Sure, she'd love to get a hit here and extend the lead a little bit and give her a little more breathing room as a pitcher. That's going to be a pitch right down the middle as she watches it all the way into the glove. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. 1 down in the bottom of the 5th. Sorensen at bat. Runner at second, Bartholomew. Ooh, swings at a high one. Missed that one. It'll be a 2-2 count now. Yeah, she swung at one up in the zone. Those are great if you can hit them because they go a long ways, but the problem is you don't hit enough of them. 2-2 the count to the cleanup hitter, Sorensen. Bohannon brings it. Whoa, they're going to punch her out. And she let a good one go by there, Sorensen did. So that's a K for Sorensen, second out of the inning. But again, the way she's pitching, they'll be happy with that.
Next up, number 9, Kennedy Overly.
Kennedy Overly, number 9, the shortstop. 2 down now. First pitch a little low to Overly. Ball 1. Second pitch from Bohannon to Overly. Hit back up the middle, a slow grounder to second baseman. She's up and goes to first base, and she will get them. And that will leave the runner stranded as we will go from 4-3 for the third out. And that's the end of the 5th inning with the score remaining 2-0 for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
The management and employees of Robinson Transport in Salina are proud to sponsor this sports broadcast. Robinson Transport continues their efforts to help keep the local economy strong and supply the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. For the best in topsoil, gravel, construction equipment, and concrete work, see Robinson Transport, joining in the effort to make Sevier and Sanpete a great place to live. And remember, please drive safely. From Robinson Transport in Salina.
So we go to the top of the 6th now. Again, Gunnison leading 2-0.
Now batting number 2, Maddie
Batting
Jones.
for Grand County will be the third baseman, Maddie Jones. And what a catch by the left fielder for Gunnison. And that would be Minor, Jerusha Minor, a diving catch in left field off a well-hit ball by Maddie Jones, but to no avail, as that is recorded as just an out. But what a fine play by Jerusha Minor. Tried to confuse the names together.
Now batting Elena Geyser.
That will bring Elena Geyser, now the number 9 hitter, to the plate. She fakes a bunt, brings first and third up, but then she pulls back, and it will be a called ball. And taking signs down the third baseline. First and third cheating in just a little bit. Whoa! Changeup gets away from Sorensen, goes behind the batter. And back to the screen. It's an 2-0 count now, as that's the first pitch that we've seen that really got away from Sorensen. The first bad pitch that she's thrown right there, as that one totally got away from her. Next pitch, though, is down the middle hard and low, and it's going to be fouled back by Geyser. It'll be a 2-1 count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, 1 away in the 6th inning. 6th inning. Now, a ball hit down the line, between shortstop and third for the second hit of the game for the Grand County Red Devils, and that's Elena Geyser. The number 9 hitter gets a single. That's the second hit of the game for Grand County. Puts a runner at first. Only 1 down now. And the top of the order
now
coming up for the Grand County Red Devils.
Grand County number 11,
Tia Shumway. And she has struck out twice. Pitches a ball, throw down. They're going to say she's there. She slid well past the base, but must have held on with that hand. Kind of a hook slide, weird version. But she's able to get to first base, so that's a stolen base by Elena Geyser. Puts a runner in scoring position. First time in the game that's happened. And it will be a ball call on the batter. So Tia Shumway, 1 ball, 1 down, a runner at second. Pitch is going to be called a strike. So it'll be 1-1 as she lets that one go through. 1-1 the count now. And this at this point in time, this is the closest game on the board right now, as Manti is up by 5 runs in their game. San Juan is up by 4 runs in their game, and Enterprise is up by 5 runs in their game. So this one the closest, 2-0 count for Gunnison. Ball fouled away, comes directly back into the screen. That will go to a 2-2 count now. 2-2 to the batter, Shumway, with Geyser on second base for Grand County. 1 away. Top of the 6th inning. Pitch comes, and that's going to be high. Bobbled by the catcher. The runner's going to third, and she'll go in standing up. Geyser will go in standing up, and it goes to a full count for Shumway. And Shumway, the leadoff batter. Again, she struck out twice in her 2 plate appearances, both strikeouts, but she's in a 3-2 count right now with a runner at third. Pitch fouled away, and back to the screen. The count will remain full. 1 away for the Grand County Red Devils. Again, Sorensen's been able to hold Grand County to only 2 hits in the game. And those coming 1 last inning and 1 this inning, the only hits in the game. She checks her armband for the pitch. Brings it to the plate. Right back to her. She checks the runner at third. Goes to first. That's an out. Comes home. And the runner's safe at home. And Grand County is on the scoreboard as Geyser able to come home on the fielder's choice. Well played by Geyser to put Grand County on the board. Now the score 2-1. It isn't out at first. That's a sacrifice by Shumway for the second out of the inning. But she does get the RBI on the sacrifice. So now the base is empty, 2 down. And to the plate comes Kennedy Peterson, the designated player. She hits the ball. You're going to say it's a dead ball come off the batter. Otherwise, she'd have been safe at first because it was too far out in the middle. The pitcher couldn't get to it, and the catcher couldn't get to it in time. So they'll call it dead ball, bring her back, start over, strike one against Peterson. Sorensen comes to the plate, check swing. They're going to ask for help at first base. He's going to say that was not a swing. Ball one. 1-1 the count. Pitch from Sorensen, hit in the right field. Backs the right fielder up. She adjusts and then makes the catch for the third out of the inning. Catching that ball was the right fielder Stewart, righty Stewart. And that'll end the inning, but Grand County is on the board. Bottom of the sixth coming up with the score 2-1 for Gunnison. We'll be back.
Back to work.
The Western Extra Bacon Thick Burger, only at Carl's Jr. See X-Men Days of Future Past in theaters May 23rd.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Food Town in Fillmore. Dwayne's Food Town prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available, and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Food Town, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
Batting for the Gunnison Valley Bulldogs.
Now we go to the bottom of the sixth inning.
Riley MacArthur.
Coming to the plate will be Riley MacArthur, first baseman for Gunnison. Bohannon still pitching. That's a swinging strike by MacArthur. Strike one. 2-1 the score now as Grand County got on the board last inning. 2-1. Ball hit sharply to the right side. Second baseman up with it, throws to first base, and that'll be the out for Grand County as they ring up Riley MacArthur 4-3 in the scoring for the first out of the sixth inning.
Now batting number 6, Whitney
That
Hansen.
will bring Whitney Hansen, number 6, to the plate. Whitney is the third baseman for Gunnison. Whoa, off the glove. It's a fair ball. It goes off the third baseman's glove. And now we have to determine whether that's a hit or an error. We'll give her a hit, sharply hit off the glove. And we'll give her a hit on that as it puts a runner at first base. Now that's Hansen, Whitney Hansen at first. One down with Jerusha Minor coming to the plate to hit now. Jerusha Minor has flied out to third and has struck out in her 2 appearances. Swing and a miss there by Minor. Swing and a miss, 1 strike. This time she's going to get on. That's a nice hit. It's going to go past the right fielder. Extra bases for Minor. And they're going to bring the runner home. They're sending her home. Instead, they try to make the play at third base, and they allow the run to come home. That's Hansen comes all the way to first to home on that base hit. And instead of trying to come home with the play to stop the run, they elect to go to third base, and the ball is dropped, and Minor will be safe at third base with a triple. Again, the right fielder trying to make a great play and kind of a diving catch and missed it and went clear to the fence on her. Center fielder had to pick it up. As a result, Gunnison gets a run that they sorely need to get a little more distance between them and Grand County. Now the runner at third base is Minor on that triple with Christensen now at the plate, the designated player for Gunnison. Thus far, she's flown out to the catcher, and she's struck out. This time she's going to get a base hit, though, and she'll get a base hit and it'll score a run. So a base hit into center field by Christensen scores the runner from third, and that runner is Jerusha Minor. 2 runs in the inning already with only 1 down, and we're back to the top of the inning, top of the order now. So we have Christensen at first base with a hit, and we have Peterson, the leadoff batter, up to the plate.
Now batting, Braylee Peterson.
She has flown out to the pitcher. She has gotten a hit, and she's flown out to the left fielder. She attempts a bunt. It is a foul ball, and she'll come back and reset. Strike 1 against Peterson. So Gunnison able to put a little distance now out to 4-1 on Grand County. Bunt goes up in the air. Catcher catches it. They're going to run her down at first base. The ball goes off of Peterson, and I believe they'll have to call an out on the runner. And they will. Christensen broke for second base. The foul ball was caught by the catcher, and then Chris Peterson going down the line. The ball hit her in the back and went out of bounds, and they're going to say she was in the playing field. That should have been an out. That should have been interference. That should have been an out. But they're going to leave. There they are. They're going to run her off because the runner going to first base interfered with the throw to first base and creating a problem there. And so it will be ruled an out at first place. So she's doubled off at first. That's it for the Gunnison Miners in the bottom of the 6th inning. So we go to the top of the 7th with the score 4-1 now as Gunnison's able to put a little distance there. But this is the last opportunity for Grand County. They're down by 3 and they have 3 outs. We'll be back in just a minute.
The management and employees of Robinson Transport in Salina are proud to sponsor this sports broadcast. Robinson Transport continues their efforts to help keep the local economy strong and supply the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. For the best in topsoil, gravel, construction equipment, and concrete work, see Robinson Transport, joining in the effort to make Sevier and Sanpete a great place to live. And remember, please drive safely. From Robinson Transport in Salina.
Back to work.
The Western Extra Bacon Thick Burger, only at Carl's Jr. See X-Men Days of Future Past in theaters May 25th.
Welcome back. This is the final inning for this game unless something happens to tie it up. Right now, Gunnison again with that last inning able to pick up a couple of runs and put a little distance. They're ahead 4-1 now. And Grand County has 3 outs to try and get 3 runs in here somehow. First pitch to Kennedy Peterson of Grand County is a called strike. Next pitch is going to be high and away. Ball 1-1-1 to Peterson, Kennedy Peterson, the designated player for Grand County. And thus far, Peterson has hit the shortstop both times and been thrown out both times. So here we go. 2-1 the count. Nice pitch, changeup by Sorensen, the pitcher for Gunnison, and that will even the count at 2-2.
Should be the 7th.
Oh, that ball goes a little high and away. It's going to be full count, and it is the top of 7. Full count to the batter, Peterson from Sorensen. Ball is hit well deep into left field. That could be out of here. Back at the fence and off the glove of the left fielder saves the home run, but the runner will get to second, Peterson. And then on the throwing there, she's going to head over to third base. And so just when things looked pretty good for Gunnison, a little bit of a disaster there. There's a well-hit ball by Peterson, and she'll be awarded a double for that one. And then a throwing error moves her to third. And that'll put her at third base. But from a coaching strategy, they don't need to worry about the runner at third. They need to get outs. They can give a run or two and still be able to win the ball game from a coaching strategy. They've got to get it out. Gunnison does wherever they can, even if the run scores. That's back here. The scorer wants to catch that, but it just couldn't get her hand out the window in time. Strike. Strike one to Caitlin Pfister now. The number 3 hitter for the Grand County Red Devils, Caitlin Pfister. And another hit. And this one, again, they're getting around on Sorensen right now. As she hits that one hard, it's going to be a foul ball. Strike 2 to Pfister. Yeah, she really got around on that ball. So I don't know if Pfister or Sorensen is tiring or if just Grand County has finally figured her out. But they're starting to make good contact. That ball high. Catcher does a good job of getting that one pulled down before it went to the screen. 1-2 the count. Nobody out here in the 7th inning for Grand County with a runner at third. Pfister the batter. Caitlin Pfister. Ball is popped up to the right side. Second baseman's coming over, makes the catch. And then she's going to hold the runner at third. So the second baseman, that would be Bartholomew, makes a nice play as the pitcher, first baseman had a bad angle on it, so she just got out of the way and let Bartholomew catch that one. One away for Grand County. Coming to plate be the cleanup hitter, Kelsey Bacchus. And I'm out of order apparently. This is Kaylee Haycock.
Now batting number 5, Kylie Haycock.
Now Kylie Haycock is the batter. And one away for Grand County. Haycock at the plate. And it's ball 1 on that pitch. Sorensen comes to the plate with another pitch. Hits sharp to the right-hand side. That'll score a run as it gets past Bartholomew at second. They try to throw behind her at Bacchus Haycock at first, and that's no good. And Haycock safe at first base. And Kennedy Peterson or Pfister, I'm off one player, has just scored to make the score 4-2. Still Gunnison in control with one away, but it will bring to the plate now Michelle Lopez. Michelle Lopez has flied out and also gotten a hit for Grand County. Pitch is going to be low. Ball 1. Ball 1 for Michelle Lopez. Ball is low again for Lopez. So it's 2 balls. And Sorensen seems to be, she threw so well for 5 innings and now seems to be struggling. You don't know whether it's a little bit of fatigue or loss in focus. Brings that one tough there. They're going to give it a called strike. I don't know if they're going to call it a swinging strike or a check swing strike or just a called strike, but that makes the count 2-1 now. Again, 4-2, top of the 7th, 1 down, and a runner at first for Grand County. Ball is fouled high and going to go out of bounds to the right-hand side, and that will be strike 2 on Michelle Lopez. Now 2-2 to Lopez. And Lopez again has gotten a hit in the 5th. I believe she was the first one to get a hit, and she is also flown out. So 500 on the day or on the game, her 3rd at bat. Ball again is popped high. I believe it's going to be out of play back over the stands and back over the dugout, so it'll be a foul ball once again. Stays 2-2 now. 2-2, 2-2, 1 down. 4-2 is the score. Sorensen takes her signal. She looks at the armband to determine the pitch count. Ball comes hard to the plate. Field hit hard to the right side. Goes off the first baseman's glove into right field. And the runner's going to come around to third base. Now that'll bring Haycock all the way to third base. And it puts runners at first and third now as Michelle Lopez hits one off the first baseman's glove. And it'll be first and third now, only 1 down. And again, the runner at third not as
Batting number
important
9,
as an
Lexi
out.
Pierce.
Coach is going to come to the mound and talk to the pitcher for a minute, so we got a bit of a break. So let's go to the studio for just a second.
Now batting center fielder number 8, Matthias Bunting.
Lexi Pierce comes to the batter's box now, the second baseman for Grand County. She tries to lay down a bunt. It's a pop fly foul ball out of play, and it'll be one strike on her. And again, Gunnison just needs outs. They can give the runner at third, but they've got to hold the runner at first to the minimum bases and get an out here somewhere if they want to maintain this. This is the top of the seventh. Gunnison would have a chance to bat should Grand County catch them or go ahead. Again, the same result. She tries to bunt the ball, and it's a fly ball, but goes far enough out of bounds to the left-hand side that the third baseman cannot get to it. So that's 2 strikes against Lexi Pierce, and in most instances would take the bunt call off because a foul ball bunt attempt with 2 strikes is an out. Woohoo, Sorensen floats one up there, and they're going to call her out on a strike, but they allow the runner to go to second base. So they kind of go to sleep behind the plate. They do get the strikeout on Pierce, second out of the game, the inning. So they're down to 1 out with runners in scoring position. The tying runs in scoring position. Maddie Jones comes to the plate. Maddie Jones has flied out. Oh, a great save play of the shortstop. A run does score, however, she saves the ball and keeps the second run from scoring. So Haycock will come across to score, making the score 4-3. And Lopez will advance to third, and it's a hit by Maddie Jones. But again, a great play by the shortstop, or this game would be tied right now. So it brings Geyser to the plate. Geyser has gotten a hit. She got the second hit of the game back in the 6th inning. The first time up, she flew out. So Geyser, the number 9 hitter, is at the plate with the tying run at third base. Sorensen will deal. Ball is hit softly towards the pitcher. Nobody covering first. They're going to get the ball there, but they're going to say she's safe. And that's going to bring the run in. A bad throw to third base is going to bring the go-ahead run in from third base. So the pitcher fielded a little dribbler, but no one was home at first base to take the throw. The result was Geyser was safe, and then a bad throw to third base brings Michelle Lopez home. And Maddie Jones also comes home on the bad throw or the error, and that puts Gunnison, Grand County ahead in the ball game. So now Gunnison, Grand County, ahead in the game for the first time, 5-4. And it brings Ty Shumway to the plate, the leadoff hitter, with a runner at second base, 2 down. First pitch to Shumway is a ball. So Gunnison went from being on top of the world suddenly to being behind in this ball game. Ball is hit down the third baseline, foul. They'll come back and reset. Strike 1 on the batter, 1-1. Again, Gunnison is home. They will get a chance to bat in the bottom of the 7th. But things certainly have turned bad for them here in this inning as they've given up 4 runs in this 7th inning. Going to call her out, strike 3, as I had her 1-1, but it was 2-0, and it's a called third strike, a strikeout. But the fortunes have turned here as Gunnison now finds themselves behind. They are the ones now with 3 outs to get something done. 5-4 is the score, bottom of the 7th. We'll be back.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Foodtown in Fillmore. Dwayne's Foodtown prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available, and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Foodtown, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
Lindsay Bartholomew.
So we come to now the bottom of the 7th with the whole world turned upside down from what it was just a couple of outs ago. Gunnison gave up 4 runs in that top of the 7th inning to now be behind 5-4 as they come to the plate with the number 2 hitter Bartholomew. And the first pitch to her is a ball. Now Gunnison now find themselves in a position where they've got 3 outs to make something positive happen. Second pitch to Bartholomew, that's a ball. Ball 2. Gunnison needs base runners. They've got their 2 big hitters coming up in Morgan and Sorensen, and Overly, they need base runners. Got to get 1 to tie. First is popped up. It's going to be in between second and right field, and the right fielder for Grand County comes in and flags that one down. F9 for the first out, and catching that for Grand County is Kelsey Bacchus, the right fielder. Looked like it was going to drop in for a second, but didn't quite get
number
there.
24, Alyssa Morgan.
That will bring Alyssa Morgan to the plate. Alyssa Morgan has reached base twice on a base hit in the first inning and also a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. She also flew out to right field in the 5th inning. She does get a hit this time on the first pitch, just a line looper over the shortstop. Soft looper over shortstop into center field, so she gets on base. That's the runner they need. And she gets another base hit. 2 base hits for her in this game.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 21, Sadie Sorensen.
That brings the big pitcher, Sadie Sorensen, to plate. Sadie Sorensen has not reached base yet in this game. In fact, has struck out twice. That's called a ball low to Sorensen. As a coach, you'd like to have a chance to bunt somebody over right here, but you can't afford to take the second out. Plus, with the stick in the hands of Sorensen, you don't want to take it out of her hands either. However, she pops up to second base. Second baseman comes down with it. F4, second out of the inning. Gunnison down to 1 out. And coming to the plate is Kennedy Overly. What a turn of events here in this 7th inning. What a turn.
Now batting, number 9, Kennedy Overly.
Overly, so far in this game, has has struck out, has flied out, and has hit a sacrifice to score a run. First pitch to Overly is a strike right down the middle. 0-1 the count. 2 down now. Gunnison in a world of hurt right here. Pitch from Bohannon. Little high. Going to be called a ball. Ball 1, 1-1. To Overly. Overly needs to come up big here now. Number 5 hitter needs to come through with something big. Ball is going to be hit just over first base. That's going to get the runner around from third base. Big throw from the right fielder, and it's going to be not in time. And in the case, by not hitting the cutoff now, the runner Overly is able to go to second base. So, the attempt to get somebody out at third was fine, except when it doesn't work. Now you got a problem because the winning run is on second base now with the tying run Morgan at third. Coming to the plate is MacArthur, Riley MacArthur. Yeah, she has flown out twice and grounded out the 3rd time, so she is yet to reach base. A base hit will at least tie it up. Pitch is low, ball 1.
Now batting, Riley MacArthur.
Riley MacArthur the batter, ball 1 to her. 5-4 for Grand County, 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. Ball hit sharply up the middle. It's going to get one run across, and it's going to bring both runs across, and Gunnison has come back to win the ball game. Great hit by the batter, MacArthur, and she'll score both of the runs on a double, and that will win the game for Gunnison High School. What a way to end it. Getting themselves in trouble in the top of the seventh, and then coming back with a great two-out, couple of base hits to win it in the bottom of the seventh. What a comeback finish for the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs as they win this game 6-5, and will advance the championship
Congratulations, Gunnison. You play tomorrow at 2 o'clock on field 3.
They will play tomorrow
You are the home team.
at 2 o'clock on field 3 against
St. Grand County. You get to play again
against San
at 8
Juan.
o'clock right now
Grand County will
on
come down
this
and play
field, and you are the home
Gunnison will
team.
play tomorrow in the championship semifinals against San Juan. And
Spectators and
what a
fans
game.
and
Gunnison
teams, make
deserved to
sure
win
you
this game.
check the
They led the whole way until the
UHSAA
seventh inning.
homepage
Had some
before
mistakes in
you
the
come
seventh
to
inning, but
tomorrow's
kind of get away
game
from them.
for any
And
rain
was able
delays
to come
and
back and
contingency
finish it strong.
plans.
So congratulations to Gunnison and to their fans and their supporters. They again are in the semifinals against San Juan tomorrow. Congratulations to them. And I think they're in essence of trying to get some more games on the road, on the air. So we'll sign off from here. This is Dennis Aldridge. Appreciate you listening, and thanks to the sponsors for making this possible.